はい、皆さん、こんにちは。そしてこんばんは。ナロンです。Hey guys, how's it going? This is Sean, and today we're going to be talking about phone calls. All right, phone calls answering, or yeah, just phone calls in general in Japanese. Okay. Thanks for coming to this video. In this channel, we talk a lot about business Japanese. So those who work with Japanese people or Japanese companies, you are at the right place. I hope you learn more about business Japanese in this channel. So let's get started. All right, Japanese phone etiquette, right? It's about me. I get a lot of so at work I have a lot of people come to me and ask me a lot of questions about phone calls. So I kind of wrote a few pain points that they have, right? So the first pain point is they can understand what the other party is saying, the other person is saying on the phone, but they don't know how to respond. All right, it's a very common one. I had a Indian coworker come to me and say, "Hey, like I know he said this word, but I didn't know how to respond." That was the first pain point that they had, and I do want to address this in this video as well. All right, our second pain point is I'm not sure if I'm using the correct words. This is another huge one, right? So a different person came to me and said that, uh, yeah, they knew how to respond, but they don't know if they're actually using the right words. Is it formal or informal? Are they using the correct Kegel words? They don't know. All right. So if you have these kind of problems, yeah, please keep watching. All right. Yeah. So first in this video, we'll talk about first the pain points again. I'll address all the pain points. And then second, we'll talk about how to actually respond more naturally. So you get those phone calls and you feel that problem, right? You don't know how to respond. You don't know what to say. We'll learn a few phrases in order to be able to respond to those words, all right? Those respond to those requests on the phone, right? And the last part, I'm going to give you some real example sentences. So not only the phrases, and number two, I'll teach you more phrases. And at number three, we're going to talk about real examples. So connecting them and making a long sentence. All right. So let's get started. Before we start, the most common mistakes, I want to talk about the most common phrases on the phone. But before we do that, I want you to think about, first of all, are they your coworkers or your customers? All right. So in business Japanese, in Keigo, all the words are different. It all depends on whether you're talking to a customer or a coworker, right? If it's a coworker, you could be a little more casual. If it's a customer, you got to use the highest level of respect, the kegel, right? So when you pick up the phone, the first thing you say is, if it's a customer, excuse me, you say, sorry, if it's your coworker, you just say, お疲れ様です。こんにちは、お疲れ様です。Now, if it's a customer, you have to say, お世話になっております。お世話になっております。すいません、お世話になっております。お疲れ様です is just saying like hi, it's just a greeting. お世話になっております is a greeting, but it's a little more respectful. It means thanks for your continuing, ongoing gambari, like thanks for working hard for us a lot. And thanks for being a good customer, that kind of thing. That is お世話になっております. All right, so these are two different phrases that you can use. Another thing I want to add is you don't want to say お世話になってます to like your boss or a coworker because it sounds a little too formal. They'll probably be like, もうお疲れでいいよ. Like just say お疲れ様. You don't need to say お世話になっております. All right? The situation's a little different there. So yeah, they're probably, if you answer the phone or if you call them saying お世話になっております, they'll probably ask you what happened, right? どうしましたか? And our second phrase that we can use. So a lot of people come to me saying like, you don't know how to actually open the conversation, right? You can use this word, something の件についてですが. So you can say the something like about the meeting or about something, なんとかの件についてですが, which means I'm calling you about something, right? This goes right here. So if it's about a meeting, you can say ミーティングの件についてですが. Or if you're going out of town, if it's like a business trip, 出張. Then you can say こんにちは、すいません。 出張の件についてですが, right? This is a good way to actually open a conversation. So that's how we do it. All right, yeah. Again, I'm actually introducing you I'm teaching you this one because a lot of people have a problem where someone calls them or they call someone and they don't know how to actually open this conversation, actually start, all right? So, and also remember I gave you a few good examples, but the one a bad example is this. すいません。like or もしもし is like もしもし we say to friends instead of saying お疲れ様です or お世話になってます。もしもし is a little more casual, like I'm listening, are you there? Is somebody there? Hello? This is もしもし. So we do not want to do this in a business setting, right? In a formal setting. Again, I'll say it again or repeat. Like, hello, or so about the meeting, or so about the business. We don't want to do that, right? So, we want to avoid this, all right? So the best way to do it again is start with お疲れ様です and then just say ミーティングの件についてですが right? お疲れ様です。ミーティングの件についてですが A bad example is お疲れ様です。もしもし、ミーティングですけど that's a little too casual, right? So please remember that. All right, and whenever you don't understand the other person, I wanted to add this as well because some people want to ask what the other person said, like, can you repeat, please? I couldn't understand that. They don't know how to say this, right? And this is もう一度言ってもらえますか? This is a little casual, but it's okay. If you don't understand the person, just say すいません。もう一度言ってもらえますか? Or すいません。聞こえませんでした. That's what we do when you don't understand the other person, all right? And then next, the last part, so we talked about your questions and all that, how to respond, and we want to actually hang up, right? You can say, instead of saying, ありがとうございました, it's a little rude. You can say, thanks for your time, thanks for your answer, I really appreciate it. お忙しいところありがとうございました, which means thanks for actually calling me or taking the time to talk to me even though you must be busy. That's literally what it means in Japanese. お忙しいところありがとうございました. 忙しい means to be busy, right? So yeah, that's how we do it. So kind of to give you a review, the slides for a review. First, when we greet them, what do we say? If it's a coworker, you just say お疲れ様です. If it's a customer, you say お世話になっております. お世話になっております, right? And in the conversation, you want to open the conversation, right? How do we open it? How do we ask a question? You say something の件についてですが, ミーティングの件についてですが, right? And when you hang up, instead of just saying またね. It's a little too casual, right? You can say お忙しいところありがとうございました. You can hang up. And guys, remember, we're talking about phone calls in this video, but you can actually apply this into emails as well. So it's not only with phone calls, like verbal communication, you can actually type this, and then send emails the same way I'm teaching you in this video, right? So please remember that. All right, so before we finish this video, I'm gonna give you a bad example, and I want you to fix this, and then write your own sentence in the comment below, right? So the bad example is this. You pick up the phone, you say, こんにちは。来週の話ですが、予定はもう分かってますか? I'm calling about next week. Do you already have a plan? It's too casual, right? So they respond to you and you say, okay, so like you ask them a question, they respond, you say, わかりました。ありがとうございます. Boom. You hang up. It's a little too casual, but this is a bad example, and I want all of you to fix this and comment below your answer, right? How would you fix this? You can just like give me your version of this, just change a little bit. I gave this red part that I highlighted. This is kind of a hint for you. You wouldn't say konnichiwa. you wouldn't say or etto, right? So please fix this a little bit and then comment below, right? Whoever commented, I'll read every comment and reply. I'll fix it for you. Guys, this is for free. I'm doing it for free because I just want you guys to be able to communicate more with Japanese, in Japanese, with Japanese people. So yeah, I'll reply to you. So please comment. Please pause the video here, all right? I'm gonna show you the answer. So you please pause the video and comment below, all right? This is how I would do it, all right? Instead of saying, こんにちは, you say, お世話になっております。来週の出張の件についてですが, this is about the business trip. 出張. This might be a new word, so please note, write it down, right? 出張の件についてですが、予定はもう分かってますか? Okay? And then, instead of saying, 分かりました, you say, お忙しいところありがとうございます. All right? This is how we do it. お世話になってます. Probably you're talking to a customer, not your coworker, right? 件についてですが, which is I'm calling you about the business trip. Do you have a clear plan now? And thank you for taking the time to call me or taking the time to talk to me. Right? That's how we would do it. Not a quiz. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope a lot of you were able to learn with this video a few new phrases. I make these kind of videos so that everybody who watches this channel are able to communicate better in a business environment, business setting. We teach business Japanese, so I hope a lot of people were able to learn new phrases. So yeah, if this helped you, please keep watching. I'll try to post videos every day. So yeah, I'll talk to you in our next video. All right, guys, bye-bye.